Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's live session. So today we are going to continue plants lesson from our science subject. Clear children? So we have learnt about parts of a plant and we have learnt about the flower and parts of the flower in our previous sessions. Okay? Today we'll just learn something about types of plants. As we have different type of flowers, like we also have different type of plants here. And what are they, how are they, we are going to learn now. There are different types of plants. We can see many kinds of plants in different places like school garden, in parks and near our home. Yes, so you might have seen so many trees around you children. Yes or no? Yes, these days we are growing more trees in our, inside our balconies, okay, even outside our homes, and we have so many trees in the school also, in the parks, on the roads, like so much of greenery around us. And in this, even though we have so many trees, but so many plants, those are different from each other. Suppose if we have like this picture, we are having a picture, no, on our slide, like it's a big plant. It's a big plant. What do we call this type of plant? Like a tree. We call it as a tree. So what is a tree? Trees are tall, big and strong plants. What are trees? They are tall, big and strong plants. When a plant is growing so big and it is tall and it is very much strong, that plant is called as a tree. We can't call a tulsi plant as a tree. So every house might be having tulsi plant. No. So how is that tulsi plant? It's not that much big. It's just of a small size or a medium size. We can't call tulsi plant as a tree because that is not big, tall or strong. No. So trees are big and strong. They usually live for a long time. They live for a long time. Like for years together. 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years. They live for a long time. For example, some trees like are peepal tree, palm tree, ashok tree, pine tree and neem tree. So you might have seen neem tree children. Neem tree. At the most everyone will be having a neem tree in our streets or near our houses. No, it's a very big tree and we get fresh air from the neem tree. How will the neem tree be? So big in size. So that's why we named it as a tree, not a plant. Okay. So same like neem tree, we are also having peepal trees, palm trees, ashok trees and pine trees and so many. So here in our diagram, we are having a tree picture and see how the parts are there for this tree. Like down inside the soil, we are having roots here. Then above the soil, this part, what it is called as trunk. What it is called as trunk. For plants, we call this part as stem. Stem. But for a tree, the same part is called as trunk. Okay, children. And leaves. Leaves are common for any plant. Every plant will have leaf. We learnt it. And most of the leaves will be in green in color. That also we learnt. Yes or no? Yes. And now branch. From this trunk we are getting branches. And for that branch we are having leaves. And the whole part which includes the branch and the leaves, this part is called as a crown. What is it called as? As a crown. Understood children? Yes. So these are the parts of a tree. So tree is a tall, big and strong plant. It has long time, in the sense it has a long life. It lives for so many years. Even though you don't pour water like normally for house plants we have to pour water daily. No, because they are not strong. But for trees we don't pour water. Whenever rain comes, they receive the water. But that water only will make them to live for a long time. Okay, children? Understood? Okay. Now, again, shrubs. What is the other part, other type of plant here? Shrubs. So here in the diagram, there is a plant. This type of plant is called as shrub. Yes, what are shrubs? Shrubs are smaller than trees. They may be bushy and have many small woody branches. Some shrubs are hibiscus, lantana, etc. Shrubs, children. Like these are smaller than trees. When trees are big, shrubs are small. So these small plants are called as shrub. They are bushy in the sense, see here, they have number of leaves. If it is a flower plant, they will be having flowers and number of leaves. So it is expanded here like this, but it does not grow tall. And it does not grow tall like this. It is just bushy and it expands in this in this shape. Okay, so and they have small woody branches. Every plant have branches. Every plant has branches. Okay, these shrubs also have small woody branches, and there will be many branches because it is so bushy. Bushy in the sense having so many branches and leaves, that we call it as bushy. Okay, it is not like a single line. So it is expanded like a bush. No, so that's why it have many branches. For example, we are having hibiscus. Hibiscus, I think this plant also, most of our houses have this plant, which gives beautiful flowers in beautiful colors. So many colors, yes or no? So it does not grow tall like a neem tree, but it has so many branches, it has so many leaves, and this plant is called as a shrub, children. Okay, now small plants with the soft stems are usually called herbs. The other type of plant, what is it? It is a herb. How do this herb be? Small plants with soft stems are usually called herbs. This herbs, see here. Here you are having herbs. These are small in size, and these stems. What are stems, children? This part, like where we can see the part above the ground. For that, where we have leaves and also branches. Okay, so these type of plants are called as herbs. And for example, we have coriander, mint, spinach and marigold. Okay, coriander, we'll use it in our daily cooking. Okay, coriander leaves. So they are so light in weight, so delicate and so sensitive. No, very small plants. Okay, mint. Other name for mint is pudina. Even this also we will use in our daily cooking. All spinach. This also. Marigold. Marigold flowers. These plants, such type of plants are called herbs because they are very small and they have soft stem. They are very sensitive. If you hold the stem very tightly of these herbs, then that stem will break off. It will just break. So that sensitive is the stem of these herbs. Understood, children? So shrubs are smaller than the trees, and these herbs are still smaller than the shrubs. Okay, clear? Okay. Then the other ones, other type of plants. What are they? Climbers and creepers. Climbers and creepers. Climbers. In the name only you are getting the meaning, and you can just imagine how the plant will be. Climber. In the sense, climbing, going up. Yes or no? So, some plants have weak stems. They cannot stand up on their own. They must climb on a stick or a wall for support. These plants are called climbers. Yes. See, what are climbers, children? These plants which have weak stems. Weak stems. Weak in the sense they are not strong. They are not strong. They are weak, very light, very sensitive. They cannot stand up on their own. So when somebody are not able to stand up on their own, what we will do? We just lend our hand. No. For a small baby, imagine for a small baby, if he is not able to stand up and walk on his own, what we will do? We will just give him our hand, our fingers for the support, and holding our finger or hand, the baby will be able to walk or stand on his stand. Yes or no? Same like that here also climbers. No, they cannot stand on their own. They need a support. And how that support is given? With the help of a stick or a wall, we make them to stand. So you might have observed some climbers in your house. If somebody are having plants in your house, like we'll just put a stick, or we'll just have a stick for near that climber, so that that plant is going to climb along with the stick, or it climbs along with the wall. It goes to the upward direction. As the stick is, or as the wall is, as the support is, it starts growing. Okay, such type of plants are called climbers. So here in the picture they are given you clearly here. So here stick is there and the plant is there. It is just climbing along with this stick. Okay, this again here money plant. I think most of our houses have money plant, children. That is why I am repeatedly taking the example of money plant even in previous sessions also. So we grow it in water. Money plant can be grown in water, in soil, and it is a climber and also a creeper. When we give a stick, when we give the support to that particular plant, it grows along with that support. Otherwise, if you leave it on the ground or in any container, it will just grow around it only. Okay, so it comes in all the way. This example, money plant. Okay, see what is a climber, children? So which has weak stems, which cannot stand up on their own, and they take a support of a stick or a wall, and they climb. These type of plants are called as climbers. Understood? Okay, children. Now other plants with weak stems crawl along the ground are called creepers. We are having other plants. Like we said climbers, now here creepers. Creepers in the sense crawling. Creeping is nothing but crawling, in the sense just going around the ground. Just passing around the ground, along with the ground. Okay. For example, money plant, watermelon, bitter gourds, etc. So here you in the diagram we are having a pumpkin and watermelon. If you see, children, these type of plants, creepers, they'll just grow along the ground only. They cannot climb. They cannot stand. They are not strong. They are not big or tall. Okay. They don't have so many bushy leaves. Only thing is they just crawl along the ground and have weak stems. These type of plants are called creepers. What do we call them, children? Creepers. Yes, understood? Yes. So here again, money plant, we can take an example. Creeper, even for climber and also a creeper. Okay. Now, plants live in many different places. Many plants live on land. Their roots hold them in one place. Some live in hot places, others may live in cold places. In very cold places, trees may shed their leaves in winter. Okay, see, plants live in many different places, yes or no? So we have so many, different type of climates, different type of places, and we, as I said before also, some live in some live on land, some live in water. Okay, so wherever they live, the roots hold them in one place. So all roots, whatever roots the plant is going to have, it is held in one place, and with the help of that roots, the plant is going to live. And some plants, as I said, we have different climates, okay, different type of weather conditions. So some plants live in hot places, some plants live in cold places. Okay, so if for example, if you see, we will be having seasonal fruits like mango. Do mango come on every season, children? Can we have mangoes throughout the year, from January till January of the next year? No, we get mangoes only in summer. Why? Because that particular tree, mango tree, can live or can give us fruit only in hot conditions. Yes or no? So because of that, we get mangoes in summer. Same like that, some plants can live only in hot places. Same like that, some plants can live in cold places. And for apple, if you see apple, you can Kashmir is very famous for apples, because that particular place climate is very good for cultivating apple plants. Okay, children. So in very cold places, like this. So according to the climate, like hot or cold climates, plants also survive. In very cold places, what happens sometimes? Tree may shed their leaves in winter. You might have been seen in pictures, like in your drawing books or in movies, or sometimes or in TV programs. Sometimes some trees might not be having any leaves. No, why? Because in some cold places, all the leaves are going to drop off. Drop off. Again, that season we call it as autumn actually. Autumn, that comes before winter. After rainy season, autumn, then it comes winter. Because of this coolness in the weather, the plants will not be able to hold the leaves. So they shed off the leaves. Again, when spring comes, that is before summer, when spring comes, then the leaves starts growing on. We get leaves, new leaves. Okay, children, understood? So plants live in different places. Some live on land, some live in water, and some like hot conditions, that is, some live in hot places, some in cold places. Okay, so when there is much cold or much coolness in the air, plants or trees may shed their leaves. Okay, then as I said, some plants live in water. Those plants here are lotus. So for example, here we have taken lotus. See, in the diagram here you are seeing lotus flowers, beautiful pink lotus in the water. We call them as water plants, and they have long stems under the water. Under the water, you cannot see here also, you are not able to see their roots and the stems. They are under the water. We are not able to see the stem here because only the leaf and the flower is seen above the water and this on the water surface, and its long stem is under the water. This type of plants are called as water plants. Understood, children? Okay. So next, plants like thorny cacti grow in hot deserts. What type of plants? Thorny cacti. Thorny cacti in the sense they have small thorns. See cactus here, cactus plant is there. Cactus plant. It has small thorns. They grow in hot deserts. They have deep roots. Their stems are fleshy and store water. Even for rose also we have some small thorns. No, you might have observed that. If you touch the rose plant, no, you'll have a pain because you will hit with the thorn of the rose plant. Okay, so here thorny cacti. Thorny, this like is why it is thorny cacti? Actually, the plant is a cactus plant. Because it has thorns on the plant, we call it as thorny cacti. Where does this grow? It grows in hot deserts. See, this plant likes hot climate. That's why it grows in desert areas. And how are the roots of this plant? They have deep roots. They have deep roots. And their stems, they are fleshy and store water. So you cannot see a separate stem of this plant, children. If you observe, see here, for rose plant we are having stem and then we are having leaves and flower. Okay, so here the total plant is of stems only. There are no leaves here if you observe. This total part is of stems only, and these stems are fleshy and store water. They store water inside themselves. Because it is a desert, they don't have water. No, deserts don't have water. And what to have life, what does this plants do? They store water. So whenever they get rain and any water sources are there, the water is stored in their stems. And because of that, they are able to live in the desert areas. Okay, children? So plants which are like cactus type of plants, they live in hot deserts and they have deep roots. Understood? Yes. So now we'll just have some question and answers here. So whatever we have learnt until now, we'll just revise it in the form of question and answers. See, weak stemmed plant that spreads on the ground is weak stemmed plant. As we said, the stem of the plant is very weak and it crawls on the ground. Crawl. The answer is in the question only. Crawling, in the sense creeping. And the answer here is creeper. Yes or no? The answer here is creeper. So, creepers are weak stemmed plants that spread on the ground. Clear, children? Okay. The next question for us. Rose is meant for shrubs. What is grape meant for? In the sense, what we are trying to ask you is, rose plant is a shrub type of plant because it is very bushy. It has so many branches and leaves, so that's why we call it as shrub. Which one? Rose plant is a shrub. Now grape. What is a grape plant? Like how is a grape plant? Have you seen, children, grape gardens, wine gardens? It climbs up with the support of sticks or wall. Then what type of plant it becomes? Huh? Answer is given here. Climber. What is it? It is a climber. Okay, children? Climber. Because it is able to climb. It climbs. Not able to, it climbs through the sticks or any support. So that is why it is a climber. Understood? Okay. We'll go to the next question here. Yes. The part of a flower that produces the male reproductive cells. Actually, this we have learnt in our previous session. So now, if anybody is with the answer, then it is really appreciable. The part of a flower that produce the male reproductive cells. So we said flower has so many parts. Then like a pistil is there, staples are there. So again in staples there are some more parts. Okay, like here we are having anther, style, stigma and filament. Okay, so which part is going to produce the male reproductive cells? Sorry, we are also having female reproductive cells also in a flower. Now we have to name our male reproductive cell. What is it, children? Anyone with the answer? Yes, it is anther. That is the first one, anther. Understood? Yes. The next question. Here it is brightly colored parts of flowers that attract insects. What are they? Brightly colored parts of flowers. We already said that we have different type of plants, different type of flowers with beautiful colors. And what is the colored part of the flower called? And it attracts insects also, I said. It attracts insects also. Yes. What is it called as? Yes, it is petals. It is petals. We call them as petals. So, understood, children? Okay. Now for the next question. Here. Which plant needs external support to stand? Which plant needs external support to stand? And the options are herbs, climbers, shrubs and trees. The answer is in the options. The same word. The answer resembles the word. The same meaningful word here. Herbs, climbers, shrubs and trees. Which plant needs, children, to stand and to grow? Yes. Is it herbs? Herbs are small in size. Shrubs are bushy. Climbers will climb. Trees are big. Then our answer becomes what? Climbers. Yes, good. Then the next question, children. Hope you are able to understand. Which plant can grow in very low or no water for a period of time? Which plant can grow in a very low or no water for a long period of time? So we have discussed this in the beginning of our session here. So this is a type of a tree, and even though it does not have any water source, it is able to grow and it lives for a long period of time. What type of plant is this called? So we are here giving the name of the plant. We are not asking here which type, we are giving the name. Is it a mango plant, neem plant, tulsi plant or a cactus plant? Can anyone answer, children? So cactus, we said that it grows in the desert. Tulsi again is a shrub. Neem is a tree. Mango is also a tree. Now what is our answer? Cactus. Cactus. Which plant can grow in a very low or no water for a long period of time? As we said, This cactus grows in the desert, and as I said, desert we do not get water. There is no source of water, but still we are able to grow this cactus because the stems of this cactus, they store the water and they are able to survive. Understood, children? Yes. Now the next question. Which option will replace X in the table? See here, we are given some different type of trees in the red area. Again, which tree comes under that category? That we have written in the green area. Now, for example, for trees, we made a mango and orange. Shrubs, rose and jasmine. Now climbers and creepers, pumpkin, and this we have to name it. You have to give me the answer for this. Whether it is cucumber, banyan, apple or lotus. Which plant from these options come under climbers or creepers? Which plant will come? Any guesses, children? Can lotus be a creeper or climber? Where does lotus grow? It grow in water. So it is not a climber or a creeper. Okay. Apple is a tree. No, it's not a climber again. Banyan, that is also a big tree. So not a climber or a creeper. What is left with us now? Cucumber. That is our right answer. What is it? Cucumber. So A option is the right answer. Understood, children? So you have to give me the answers. Like you have to just type the like this letter, the correct. Yes, children. Now we'll just look at wheat. What is wheat? Wheat is a dash. So is it a tree? Is it a shrub? Is it grass? Or is it a climber? What type of plant is this? Have you seen wheat tree, children? Wheat plant? Yes. So if you have seen or if you have come across this wheat plant anywhere, then you'll be able to easily identify. So is it a climber, grass, shrub or tree? Any guesses? Yes, wheat is a grass. It is a grass type of plant. Wheat grass. We also take wheat grass in our drinks. Wheat grass, it is very good for health. If you have this wheat grass water, okay. So it's good for health also. Understood? Okay, we'll go to the next question now. What is it? Match the column 1 with column 2. So we have to match. Yes, children? So here in column 1, so we are having some information. Again, column 2, some information. So we have to just match it. Like in column 1, if you see, tall and strong plants are called what? Plants which grow with the help of support are called dash. Short and bushy plants are called dash. Plants which are very short and have soft stems are called dash. Now we'll go with the first one, that is A option. A1. Tall and strong plants are called, what are they called as? Tall and strong plants. For example, we said neem tree. Neem tree. Okay. Oh, I am only giving you the answer here. I named it neem tree. Then the answer is A matches with the third option, that is trees. We'll go to the B option here. Plants which grow with the help of support. With the help of support. We call them as, yes, that is the first one, climbers. Plant which grows with the help of support is climbers. Now again, see, what is it? Short and bushy plants are called. Short and bushy plants with so many branches and leaves are called as what, children? Any answers? Shrubs. Good, it is shrubs. And plants which are very short and have soft stems are called. Which are very short and have short stems. For example, coriander, mint. That is known as, which option is remaining here for us? Obviously the second one, that is herbs. No? So climbers, herbs, trees and shrubs. Okay children. So according to this, from our ABCD options, which option is the correct answer for us? Yes, it is the B option. A is matching with the third one, B with the first one, C with the fourth one and D with the second one. So B option is the correct answer. Understood children? Clear? Okay. We'll go to the next question again. Which plant among the following is a terrestrial plant? Terrestrial plant. Which plant among the following is a terrestrial plant? Here are Vallisneria, water lily, hydrilla and neem. Neem. Okay. So Vallisneria, water lily, hydrilla and neem. So which plant grows on the land surface? Any guesses children? We have taken this example. Yes, it is neem. Neem plant. This is our right answer. It grows on the land surface. Clear? Okay. Now we'll go to the next one again. Dash plant grows in hot and damp area. Hot and damp. Hot is very hot climate. Damp in the sense it's slightly wet. In the sense the air in that particular climate will have little moisture. That type of area is called as damp area. They are hot and they carry little moisture in the air. That type of area is called as damp. Understood children? So which type of plants grow here? Cactus, peepal, coconut or banyan? Cactus, as we know, they grow where? In the deserts. Peepal, again a big tree. Coconut is a plant. Most of the coconut trees, if you know, they are grown in our neighboring state, that is Kerala. We get more coconut trees there. Okay. Banyan again a big tree. Okay. So now guess which will be the correct answer? Okay. Yes, that is the C option. Coconut trees. Coconut trees grow in hot and damp areas. Okay. Climate will be hot and they have a slightly very little moisturizer. They are slightly wet. So this type of area is very much suited for coconut plants. Yes. Now we'll go to the next question. What is that? This plant has thorns on it and does not require much water to grow. I think everybody can give me the right answer for this question. This plant has thorns on it and does not require much water to grow. We have learnt about this. Is it coconut, cactus, peepal or neem? What is the right answer children? Yes, the right answer is cactus. As we learnt, thorny cacti, I said that thorny cacti grows in desert. Why? It has thorns and it is growing in desert. So even though there is no water, it is growing there. So that's why the correct answer is cactus. Understood children? So yes, so that's all for today. Take care. Goodbye. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.